Supporters and opponents of Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi are battling for control of Cairo's Tahrir Square, the epicenter of the recent revolution. Over 3 dozen people are reported injured in the violence. Protesters hurled guns and bottles at each other, fists flew and gunshots were also heard during the melee in downtown Cairo on Friday. Belle True, a Cairo-based journalist, told True about the chaotic scene unfolding on Tahrir Square, saying she had personally witnessed rock throwing, several very heavy head injuries, Molotov cocktail throwing. We have heard gunshots, though I can't confirm that myself as I wasn't. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Able to see the incident? She also said there were small fires by a museum adjacent to the square caused by the throwing of petrol bombs and fireworks. True believed the violence will not likely end soon, as there has been no police presence whatsoever, even though in Morsi's 100-day plan, he did say that he would up security in the country and reassure people that they wouldn't see scenes like this. Egypt's state news agency cited a doctor at a hospital near Tahrir who said 41 people had been injured. The head of Mount Nairo Public Hospital Mohammed, thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Shaki had said earlier in the afternoon that his hospital has received at least 10 injured protesters, the Egypt Independent reports. One man was hospitalized after receiving a serious eye injury, while 9 others were treated for minor wounds and later released. Eyewitnesses on the scene said many of the injured had been pelted with rocks. Some 2,000 people poured onto the square on Friday after tensions erupted between pro- and anti-Morsi forces following a court ruled to acquit Mubarak. Officials accused of ordering a camel charge against protesters during last year's uprising. The February 2011 incident. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Known as the Camel Battle left nearly a dozen people dead. The so-called Judgment Day protest on the square had originally been organized by left-leaning activists hoping to draw attention to their disaffection with President Morsi and the Constituent Assembly. Islamists arrived to protest the contentious Camel Battle ruling, which saw 25 figures in the Mubarak regime set free. While all sides to the conflict were united in their opposition to the acquittal in one of the bloodiest incidents in the 2011 revolution to topple the Mubarak regime, long-simmering tensions between the rival parties quickly spilled over. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The coalition of liberals and secular-minded groups were particularly concerned with Islamist control of the body directing the country's new constitution. Fighting commenced after supporters of the Muslim Brotherhood tore down a podium belonging to a group that was chanting anti-Morsi slogan, Agence France-Presse reported. Down, down with rule by the guide, Morsi's detractors chanted in reference to Mohammed Badi, the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood. Morsi officially resigned from the Brotherhood upon assuming office, but his opponents believe that Badi maintains control over the president. On Friday, Morsi was in Egypt's second-largest city. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Alexandria, where he vowed that the former regime figures would be held accountable despite Wednesday's ruling. Morsi moved to dismiss the country's prosecutor general, the Mubarak appointee, following the controversial verdict. The prosecutor, Abdelmajid Mahmoud, refused to resign and accept an offer to be Egypt's envoy at the Vatican. Following the Friday's altercations on Tahrir Square, the April 6 movement, which played a key role in ousting Mubarak from power, said its supporters would march on the prosecutor's office. Egypt on a road to Islamization. The publication of Egypt's controversial draft constitution and fears. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. That it will lead towards the establishment of an Islamist state were shared by True, who argues a massive Islamization of the Constitution was underway. Key articles in the Constitution, like Article 2 and Article 36 relating to the Egyptian Penal Code and also relating to women's rights, are really seeing a lot of Islamization, in which people are saying Egyptian law should not only derive from Islamic Sharia, but actually follow Islamic Sharia. This is one of the ongoing battles in the Constituent Assembly, she said. True also said that many fear draft Article 36 will. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Put women directly under the thumb of Islamic jurisprudence. In addition, they have to reconcile their domestic responsibilities with the other sides of their life. Basically implying that for women, The home comes first, she continued. But Bira Mikhail, the senior researcher on Middle Eastern issues at the FRIDE think tank, told Root talks of Egypt becoming an Islamist country were premature. I wouldn't talk about any danger when it comes to Egypt's global reorganization of social and political aspects. We haven't got a clear picture of what could occur in the future. What we know is thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. That whenever the Constitution will be definitely drafted, it will also be submitted to a vote. This is why I think there is no real threat on the future of Egypt when it comes to talking about its return to an authoritarian regime or a dictatorship, he said. At the same time, whatever result we receive with the Constitution, we will still have growing frustration among the Egyptian population. Jerusalem Post journalist Yaakov Lapin was less optimistic about Egypt's constitution, telling Root that many of the current draft laws being debated were disconcerting for anyone who would like thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. To see Egypt remain a secular, democratic state, there was a draft clause that would make Al-Azhar, the foremost Sunni Islamic learning institution, some sort of body that would be able to decide whether new laws are compatible or incompatible with Islamic law. These are the basic steps that one would take if one wanted to step up an Islamist state, he said.